Hey, what's up, everybody? Video 44 coming at you with another video. All right, so we got the San Antonio Spurs and the Los Angeles Lakers tonight. I believe this is the 5th game of the NBA Cup tournament. I think we're at 5. Don't quote me on that. I'll know when I put the label on there. But yeah, San Antonio, Los Angeles here at Crypto.com Arena tonight, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. And of course, we go back 5 games in regards to the Spurs schedule to get data of all of the games they've played in that span to understand what they've been doing. And so, without further ado, let's jump straight into it. And hopefully my Wi-Fi will work with me because I have been having issues with it all for the last 3 weeks. So hopefully this will be a much better way to go. So they lost a Minnesota Timberwolves game back about a week and a half ago, 125-112. I believe this game was in Minnesota. Yes, it was. And I'm jumping straight into the team stats. So the Minnesota Timberwolves shot 56% in this one, 49-87. Spurs shot 52%, 44 of 84. And that's from the field. From the three-point line, the Wolves 17-37 for 46%. The Spurs 18-33 for 24%. The Spurs shot 84% from the free throw line, 16 of 19, and the Wolves shot 77% from the line, 10 of 13. Not too many rebounds in this one, 36 for the Wolves, 33 for the Spurs, 10 offensive rebounds for the Wolves, 7 for the Spurs. 35 assists for the Timberwolves, 17 for the Spurs, so they definitely killed them there. 10 steals for the Spurs, 5 for the Wolves, 1 block for the Spurs, 0 for the Wolves. 13 turnovers for the Wolves, 20 points conceded off of those, only 10 for the Spurs, 9 points conceded off of those. 10 fast break points for the Spurs, 7 for the Wolves, 58 points in the paint for the Spurs, 52 for the Wolves. 10 was the largest lead of the game for the Spurs, and 16 was the largest lead for the Wolves. And we're going to look at the box score next. And of course, we'll skip over the Wolves, because we only care about what the Spurs have been up to. And we're waiting for it to load, as to which we are having a little bit of trouble. But essentially, Minnesota took care of business at home, as you would expect the Wolves to do with San Antonio short Wemby. He will not be available tonight. That's another conversation when we get into the injury report. You'll definitely see Wemby's name there. So, yeah, these are the Wi-Fi issues I was talking about. It's been a little bit of a mess for me, but we're going to work through it. Okay, so the San Antonio Spurs. Harrison Barnes, 29 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 9 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 5 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 2 offensive boards, -6 for Unk, as they call him, Harrison Barnes. Julian Champagnie, 25 minutes, 5 points, 1 of 6 from both the 3 and field, hit 2 free throws, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, -19 for Julian. Luke Cornett, 24 minutes, 6 points, 1 of 1 from the field, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 turnovers, 1 block, -11 for Luke. De'Aaron Fox, 32 minutes, 25 points, 10 of 15 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 3 of 3 from the line, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 steal, a -7 for Fox. Devin Vassell, 32 minutes, 22 points, 10 of 20 from the field, 1 of 9 from 3, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He also had 1 board, 3 assists, 1 turnover, and 2 steals, and -12 for Devin Vassell. Kelly Olynyk, 14 minutes, 7 points, 3 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, +9 for Kelly O. He also had an offensive board there. Lindy Waters, the third, 8 minutes, did not score. He missed both from the field and the 3, the only attempt he had. 1 rebound, 2 assists, +2 for Lindy. Keldon Johnson, 24 minutes, 22 points, 8 of 13 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 turnover, 2 offensive boards, -13 for Keldon Johnson. Good clean shooting from him. That's a rarity. He doesn't shoot well most of the time, it seems. Jeremy Sohan, 12 minutes of play, 2 points, 1 of 2 from the field, 1 rebound, a -4. He also had an offensive board there. Daniel Jones Garcia, 2 minutes, +3, did not get much else out of that. Carter Bryant, 15 minutes, missed his only 3-point attempt, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, +5. Bismack Biyombo is still in the league. 2 minutes, 1 point, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, +3. And Dylan Harper, 20 minutes in this one, 17 points, 8 of 12 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, minus 15. He had a steal as well. And, Anthony Edwards had 32 points. Nas Reed walked away with 15. Julius had 22 and a double-double with the 12 assists there. And 13 from McDaniels, 18 for DiVincenzo, and 12 from, no, that's not true, 4 points from Sharp. DiVincenzo had 18 points, as I mentioned. I wanted to make sure I got that right. All right, so, yeah, that's pretty much it. Minnesota Timberwolves took care of business against the San Antonio Spurs. Spurs missing Wemby. What can I say? That's kind of how that goes. Until they get him back, it's going to be tough on them. All right, so the next game we'll cover is a win they had against the Memphis Grizzlies. 126-119 was the score. This game was in San Antonio. And we'll get straight into the team stats. The Wolves were not in this one. The Memphis Grizzlies, 45 of 90 for 50% from the field. San Antonio, 42 of 92 for 46% from the field. From the three-point line, 18 of 39 for the Spurs for 46%. That's really good shooting. And not so great shooting, 9 of 26 for the Grizzlies for 35%. Free throw line, 83% for the Grizz, 20 of 24. 77% for the Spurs, 24 of 31. 40 rebounds for the Spurs, 50 for the Grizzlies. 9 offensive boards for the Grizzlies, 11 for the Spurs. 28 assists for both teams. 4 steals for the Grizz, 7 for the Spurs. 6 blocks for the Grizz, 7 for the Spurs. 15 turnovers for the Grizzlies, 9 points conceded off of those. Only 7 turnovers for the Spurs, 6 points conceded off of those. 18 fast break points for Grizz, 17 for San Antonio. 58 points in the paint for the Grizzlies, 42 for the Spurs. Let's get into the box score, see how this went. All right, for the San Antonio Spurs, Harrison Barnes walked away with a big game. 36 minutes, 31 points. 7 of 12 from the 3, 10 of 20 from the field. It's a big game from Unk. 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 offensive board, plus 9 for Harrison Barnes. Julian Champagnie, 25 minutes, 7 points, 3 of 10 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 block, plus 5 for Julian. Luke Cornett, 28 minutes, 4 points, 1 of 4 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 5 blocks, 4 offensive boards, plus 5. That's a good game for Luke Cornett. De'Aaron Fox had 29 points in 31 minutes, 8 of 19 from the field, 4 of 8 from 3, 9 of 10 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 turnovers, 3 steals, 2 offensive boards, plus 4 for Fox. Devin Vassell, 28 minutes, 12 points, 4 of 11 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 2 of 2 from the line, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, plus 1 for Devin Vassell. Kelly Olynyk had 3 minutes. He missed his only 3-point attempt, 1 rebound, plus 2 for him. Keldon Johnson, 28 minutes, 11 points, 4 of 8 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. That's 50% from everywhere if you're paying attention there. 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnover, 1 offensive board, plus 13 for Keldon, who's on a nice stretch there. Jeremy Sohan, 18 minutes, 11 points, 5 of 6 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 1 of 1 from the line, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, minus 2 for Jeremy. Jones Garcia got 2 minutes, garbage time, minus 1. Carter Bryant, 11 minutes, 6 points, 2 of 3 from both the 3 and field, 0 on the plus minus. Dylan Harper, 21 minutes, 15 points, 5 of 10 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 4 of 7 from the line, 1 rebound, 6 assists, minus 1 for Dylan Harper. He also had an offensive board there. And they got the win against the Memphis Grizzlies. Jalen Wells was the high man, I think. No, Cam Spencer was. 21 for Cam, 20 for Wells, 19 for Edey. And, that's kind of what there's to say there. Some bad shooting here from Jaren Jackson from behind the arc, 0 of 4. Coward, 0 of 5. Yeah, that's kind of how that went. Not a great game for the Memphis Grizzlies going into San Antonio. And as a result, they do not win. Let me turn off this air because I don't need it blowing on me like this. I'll shut that off. Maybe the audio will be even better because of it. And let's get into the next game that the Spurs played, which was against the Orlando Magic, 114-112. An Orlando Magic team that's still alive in the tournament, by the way. They played the Knicks in the semifinals. So let's see if we can punch our ticket to the semifinals as well against these Spurs. In the meantime, let's go over the loss that Orlando took to the Spurs team. And yeah, see the shooting here, 42 of 91 for the Spurs, 46 from the field, 46% that is, 45 of 99 for the Magic, 45% from the field. From the three-point line, 13 of 38 for the Spurs for 34%, 9 of 27 for the Magic for 33%. From the free throw line, 17 of 24 for the Spurs for 71%, 13 of 19 for the Magic for 68%. Not good free throw shooting there. 52 rebounds for the Spurs, 48 for the Magic, 13 rebounds on the offensive end for the Spurs, 10 offensive boards for the Magic. 27 assists for the Magic, 20 for the Spurs, 11 steals for the Magic, 5 for the Spurs, 3 blocks for the Magic, 5 for the Spurs, and 10 turnovers for the Magic. 13 points conceded off of those, 19 turnovers for the Spurs, 23 points conceded off of those. So that's 10 for the Magic, 19 for the Spurs. And Spurs did not transition defensively very well, but somehow won this game anyway. 21 points in the paint for the, 21 points in the fast break for the Magic, 9 for the Spurs. 64 points in the paint for the Magic, 42 for the Spurs. 15 was the largest lead for the Spurs, and 1 for the Magic. And of course, the Spurs ended up winning this game by 2. All right, let's look at the box score, see what we see here. Harrison Barnes in 33 minutes had 11 points, 4 of 12 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 offensive board, a -1 for Harrison Barnes. Julian Champagnie, 28 minutes, 14 points, 5 of 8 from the field, 4 of 7 from 3, 5 rebounds, 1 turnover, +4 for Julian. Luke Cornett, 28 minutes, 5 points, 22 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks, +17. He's blocking a lot of shots and getting a lot of offensive boards. Keep an eye open for Luke Cornett, who's filling in well for Wemby. De'Aaron Fox, 29 minutes, 31 points, 11 of 20 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 6 of 9 from the line, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 7 turnovers for De'Aaron Fox, +10 for D. Fox. Devin Vassell, 32 minutes, 15 points, 6 of 14 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 block, -2 for Devin Vassell. Lindy Water, 6 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 4 from the field, missed all 3 of his threes, 2 rebounds, +1 for Lindy. Keldon Johnson, 25 minutes, 13 points, 5 of 8 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, -6 for Keldon Johnson. Jeremy Sohan, 20 minutes, 4 points, 2 of 7 from the field, 0 of 2 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 4 offensive boards, -15 for Jeremy. He's starting to ramp up his minutes, and he's going to be big tonight. I can see where this is going. Keep an eye open for Jeremy Sohan. Daniel Jones-Garcia, 5 minutes, 0 of 1 from the field, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, +3 for Daniel Jones-Garcia. Carter Bryant had 13 minutes. He had 3 points, missed 1 3 of his 2 attempts, 5 rebounds, +4 for Carter Bryant. And Dylan Harper had 22 minutes and 16 points, 5 of 12 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 5 of 5 from the line, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 turnovers, 2 steals, a -5, all the 5s for Dylan Harper. And yeah, that's how it went. Franz Wagner walked away with 25 points. Jalen Suggs had 24, and Desmond Bane had 14. Tristan Da Silva had 12, and that's about as much as we care to talk about in regards to the Magic. The Spurs were able to ease through that game, a close game, by 2. So that's how that went. Let's move on to the next one, where the Spurs, I believe, played the Cavs, yes, and they lost that game in Cleveland. Big bright orange jerseys the Cavs were wearing. Different colored floor. I kind of like the setup the Cavs had there. 130-117 was the score in Cleveland. And let's look at what the stats tell us. How the Cleveland Cavaliers were able to beat the Spurs here. So the Cavs shot 58% from the field, 50 of 86. The Spurs shot 45% from the field, 42 of 93. From the three-point line, the Spurs shot 31%, 8 of 26. And the Spurs 15 of 43 for 35%. From the line, the Spurs shot poorly, 18 of 26 for 69%. Spurs opponent, the Cleveland Cavaliers, didn't shoot that much better, 22 of 29 for 76%. From the rebounds, 48 for the Cavs, 38 for the Spurs, 11 offensive rebounds for the Spurs, 9 for the Cavs. 32 assists for the Cavs, 28 for the Spurs, 10 steals for the Cavs, 9 for the Spurs, 4 blocks for the Cavs, 3 for the Spurs. 14 turnovers for the Spurs, 19 points conceded off of those, 15 turnovers for the Cavs, 11 points conceded off of those. You got 24 fast break points for Cleveland, only 6 for San Antonio, and Cleveland killed them in the paint, 80-44. Both teams had 22 fouls. The largest lead of this game was 20 for the Cavs, and the largest lead for the Spurs was 10. Killed them in the paint. That's how they did it. Destroyed them boys in the paint. All right, Harrison Barnes, 29 minutes, 7 points, 3 of 7 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, minus 13 for Unk. Julian Champagnie, 35 minutes, 11 points, 4 of 8 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, hit his only free throw, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals, minus 22 for Julian. Bismack Biyombo got the start, 10 minutes, 4 points, hit both his field goals, 1 assist, 1 turnover, minus 10. De'Aaron Fox, 33 minutes, 25 points, 9 of 19 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 9 assists, 4 turnovers, 1 steal, minus 19. He's turned the ball over a lot in this stretch, if we're noticing. De'Aaron Fox, 30 minutes, 28 points, 8 of 16 from the field, 7 of 13 from the 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 block, minus 1 for Devin Vassell. Wow, did he shoot well. Kelly Olynyk, 6 minutes, 1 point, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, plus 7. Lindsey Waters, 6 minutes, 3 points, 1 of 2 from both the 3 and field, 2 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 steal, minus 1. Keldon Johnson, 25 minutes, 14 points, 5 of 10 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 2 blocks, plus 5. That's a good shooting game for him from the field. Also did some good things defensively, rebounding. We're keeping an eye open for Keldon Johnson. He's kind of on a nice stretch here. Jeremy Sohan, 25 minutes, 10 points, 5 of 9 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 5 offensive boards, a minus 8 for Sohan. Daniel Jones-Garcia, 10 minutes, 9 points, 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, 1 of 1 from the line, 4 assists, 1 steal, minus 2. You know, Daniel Jones-Garcia is one of them guys where he's better than the role he has on the Spurs. He's killing it in the G League. He needs to be plucked away from the Spurs and given a bigger role elsewhere. So you start talking about how can I get something that's going to cost me cheap, that can give me high production? How can I pull a player off of a roster and turn him into something better than what he is at a cheap price? Daniel Jones-Garcia is that for the Spurs. You can get him, put him as your like 8th or 9th man, and he'll play up that role. He is better than the Spurs are using him for, and I don't know why they have him so far down the pecking order. He's good. I know it, and now you know it as well. Carter Bryant, 9 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 4 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 3 rebounds, minus 3, 2 offensive boards for Carter Bryant. And Dylan Harper, 23 minutes, only 3 points. He shot awful. 1 of 11 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3, even 1 of 4 from the free throw line. 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 turnovers, plus 2. Yeah, a lot of what went wrong for the Spurs was Dylan Harper, man. And I like Dylan a lot, but this is an awful game for the young fella against his dad's old team, no less, too, the Cleveland Cavaliers. So, Donovan Mitchell was a high man with 28. Jalen Tyson continues his killing spree, 24 minutes. I picked him up on so many leagues and have not been unhappy about Jalen Tyson at all. He's just breaking all the way out. Porter Jr. How many Porter Jr.'s are in this league, man? Cleveland has one. He had a pretty good game. Shot well, had 11 points. And the Cleveland Cavaliers get the win with 6 players in double figures. Actually, 7 players in double figures. So, yeah, Cleveland is starting to get their mojo going after starting the season kind of slow. A lot of injuries there, but as they get healthy, we know what the Cleveland Cavaliers are at this point. So they took care of business at home against the Spurs. And let's see what else the Spurs had on the schedule. Tight one against the Pelicans. In fact, this was the breakout game for Derek Queen, for which I will literally never forget, because I thought it was a great idea that morning to drop Derek Queen in a lot of my leagues, and he went off for 30 and a triple-double. Hurt my soul. And he got picked up in some of them leagues when I tried to re-pick him up. Nah, he was off the wire. So I just lost him forever. Terrible decision. I paid for it dearly. All right, so the score was 135-132 in this one, and let's get into the team stats. The Pelicans shot 58%, 51 of 88. Spurs shot 49%, 49 to 99. That was both from the field. From the three-point line, 17 to 36 for the Spurs for 47%. That's good shooting. 7 to 26 for the Pels, 27% from three. Not great shooting. 23 is 26 from the line for the Pels for 88%. 20 to 25 for the Spurs for 80%. 44 rebounds for the Spurs, 33 for the Pels. 13 offensive boards for the Spurs, only 4 for the Pelicans. 29 assists for the Spurs, 35 for the Pelicans. 8 steals for the Pels, 5 for the Spurs. 7 blocks for the Pels, 0 for the Spurs. 9 turnovers for the Pelicans, 16 points conceded off of those. 15 turnovers for the Spurs, 17 points conceded off of those. 22 fast break points for the Spurs, 16 for the Pelicans. 84 points in the paint for the Pelicans, 62 for the Spurs. If you want to beat these Spurs, attack that interior. Without Wemby, they don't have it. They just do not have it. They're getting killed in the paint. And this is the second game in a row where it was an astronomical discrepancy there. 84 points in the paint given up. Whatever's going on, it ain't working for the Spurs. And they better figure it out. So 25 was a large lead for the Spurs, and 4 was for the Pelicans. But, of course, the Pelicans lose anyway because they're the Pelicans. So that's really how that went. Let's see what the box score tells us. As you know, Derek Queen, now before we go even into the Spurs, I want to just talk about this line. 33 points in 33 minutes, 11 of 15 from the field, 0-1 from 3, 11 of 13 from the free throw line, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 4 turnovers, 4 blocks, plus 14 for Derek Queen. So for those who were saying that Derek Queen was a bad pickup and they gave up good picks to get him this, that, and the third, this is why they did it, because he's capable of this. He wants to call himself Nikola Jokic. That's what he said he wants to be called. He's a black Jokic out here, man. And, yeah, I don't think it was the worst decision picking him up, but I do think it was a terrible decision passing him up in this draft. He's better than most people in this draft, and there was a lot of people who thought that on draft day. He fell too far, and the Pelicans got a future with that kid. Trigger Murphy also had 32 in this game, but, of course, the Pels still lose because they're the Pels. They only have 3 wins. So let's look at the Spurs. Harrison Barnes, 35 minutes, 24 points, 9 of 15 from the field, 4 of 7 from the 3, 2 of 2 from the line, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, minus 17 for Harrison Barnes. He's in a nice shooting groove, man. If we don't pay attention to him, you could have a big night. Luke Cornett, 26 minutes, 6 points, 3 of 7 from the field, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 5 offensive boards, minus 10. De'Aaron Fox, 30 minutes, 14 points, 4 of 11 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 4 of 4 from the line, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 turnovers, 1 steal, minus 4. He's really coughing the ball up a lot for the Spurs. These turnovers are a lot. Devin Vassell, 27 minutes, 5 points, 1 of 5 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 2 of 2 from the line, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, minus 9. Off night for him for sure. I bet he doesn't have that tonight against us. Stephon Castle made his return, 23 minutes, 18 points, 5 of 15 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 7 of 8 from the line, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 turnovers, 3 offensive boards, minus 2 for last year's Rookie of the Year. Kelly Olynyk, 15 minutes, 11 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 1 of 2 from the line, 2 rebounds, 2 steals, plus 16. Keldon Johnson, 17 minutes, 12 points, 5 of 8 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, 1 of 2 from the line, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, plus 11 for Keldon. Julian Champagnie, 29 minutes, 17 points, 5 of 9 from the field, and 3. Wow. 2 of 2 from the line, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, plus 13. He's only shooting threes, but he's hitting them, man. Keep an eye open for Julian. He's developing well. Jeremy Shohan only had 4 minutes in this one, 2 points, 1 of 4 from the field, 3 rebounds, 1 turnover, plus 1. I wonder why he only had 4 minutes. And they wonder why they gave up so many interior scoring points. Weird decision from the coach there, if you ask me. No foul trouble. He didn't even have a foul. Strange. Carter Bryant, 8 minutes, 4 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 0-1 from 3, 0-1 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, plus 13 for Carter. And Dylan Harper had a big one, 26 minutes, 22 points, 10 of 16 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 turnovers, plus 3 for Dylan Harper. So, yeah, that's what it was. They got the win somehow, probably because Harrison Barnes shot so well. Getting Stephon Castle back did not hurt at all. And yeah, they got all three of their guards. So this is a San Antonio team with a three-headed monster at guard. Their identity shifts from being Wimby in the guards to just the guards, and so that means fast break points should be at an all-time high. Continuity, more assists now that they got Stephon back. Better defense around the perimeter now that they got Stephon back. Weird minutes for Devin Vassell. He was in a nice little groove while Stephon was out, but that's over with. De'Aaron Fox, he doesn't fit on this team. I know he's the big guy they paid, but I would move him if I had a choice between the three guards, if I'm being honest. But, San Antonio's doing what San Antonio does. I never agreed with the construction around Wemby of this team. They do have some really nice pieces, but I just do not think they fit very well. So that's my take on that. But yeah, San Antonio's a team you can kill them in the paint. That's what Cleveland showed us. That's what New Orleans showed us. If you want to attack them in the paint, they really don't have much of resistance. Just keep laying the ball up, keep getting the ball to your bigs, keep getting to the line and attacking. And right now they just don't have an answer for the interior scoring issues that they have. So yeah, that's what needs to be said there. San Antonio, I think we can win this game, but you got to be very careful. This reminds me of the Atlanta Hawks team that we got blown out by. They didn't have their main guard, but they do have other guards. They do have some good bigs. Even their main star's out, but they can still attack you. So, yeah, just be aware of that and prepare accordingly. So, yeah, given that this is a tournament game, you're going to see our tournament floor make its return. It had to do some refurbishing in the last game against Dallas. So we didn't have it out there, but I do believe it should be ready to go tonight. We've only seen it once against the Clippers, slipped around on it a lot of the time, so I'm glad they went and took care of that. Having Wi-Fi issues, I shouldn't have got up when I did. That one little spot was perfect. But, yeah, I would love to tell you guys that the Spurs are definitely wearing white because when the Wi-Fi went out, it was definitely there. But as far as the other parts of this site, I'm not seeing right now, so hopefully it'll refresh and give me a chance to see it. But again, this game is at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern here in Los Angeles. It is a tournament game. We are definitely in a winner go home situation as it pertains to this tournament. Both of these teams are close in regards to the standings, and this game does count in that regard. Spurs are 16-7, the Lakers are 17-6. So this game has all types of stuff on the line in regards to it, and you don't want to lose it, especially with Wemby not being out there. That's a real blessing for us, not having to deal with that 7'10" or whatever how tall he is monster out there shooting threes and blocking shots and getting easy buckets and making assists and doing all the stuff that he does as an elite basketball player. So yeah, we dodged the bullet, but it ain't dodged if we lose the game. So we better come out ready to go, and that's really what it is to say. So yeah, if we win this game, we go on and see the winner of OKC versus the Suns in the semifinals, and that game will take place on Saturday. If we lose this game, I don't believe we play again until the Utah game, which is a week from now. So if you want rest, you're rooting for us to lose. If you want to continue in the tournament, you're rooting for us to win. But you understand that we got to see likely the OKC Thunder in the next game on Saturday, and nobody beats the Thunder. It just is what it is. So the Suns, I don't expect to beat the Thunder, and I honestly don't expect us to beat them either. But it'll be a good opportunity for us to see where we're at in regards to measuring up against these type of teams who really do have good defensive guards and a scrappy way to play and all of that. It's not really our strength, but if we can find a way to win those games, we win the tournament. So your Lakers going to be wearing purple, as you can see there. We're going to have our floor back. Remember the one against the Clippers. We'll see that tonight for what's likely the final time. I don't think we'll see that floor ever again, given the next couple of games, whether we win or lose. Won't have that floor in it. So, yeah, that's kind of how that goes. Enjoy that floor while it lasts. And let's see the injury report. Projected starters: Austin, Luka, LeBron, Rui, and DeAndre. For the Spurs, De'Aaron, Stephon, Devin Vassell, Harrison Barnes, and Luke Cornett. And injury report: Carter Bryant's game time decision. Harrison Ingram is a game time decision. Jordan McLaughlin, a game time decision. Of course, Wemby is out. And for the Lakers, Maxey is a game time decision, which means Marcus Smart is back, which is wonderful news for the LA Lakers. given the fact that he's been out for, 4 games, something like that. We haven't seen him in a while. So it's going to be wonderful to have him back out there. We've needed him. We've been using a lot of, Gabe Vincent. You know how I feel about that. Hopefully with Marcus Smart coming back, we will be able to make our roster a bit less Vincent-y, if I'm being completely and utterly frank with you guys. So, yeah, that's really what it is, man. That's where we're at. I'm trying to check the other app just to make sure nothing changed on the injury report, but I don't expect it will. It's a tournament game. Guys are going to want to show up and show out, especially now that we know Wemby ain't out there. We see a real opportunity to punch our ticket to Vegas if we beat a team that we would expect to win a game against in this situation. But we need not take lightly what they have. Keldon Johnson's in a nice little groove. Devin Vassell needs to bounce back from the last game. Sohan's minutes are supposed to be ramping up, even though he only had 4 in the last game. I don't know if he had a setback with his injury or what, but he's a dangerous player on the offensive glass. Yeah, we saw what it was. The San Antonio Spurs are more than capable of getting it right. Dylan Harper, a rookie. Carter Bryant, good defensive rookie, so he's going to create problems. I'd imagine they're going to throw him on Luka here and there to test that out at some point. Carter Bryant's probably going to be the main guy they're going to want guarding Luka later on down the road. So these are just things I'm paying attention to. Harrison Barnes, again, Unk is balling. He's having a really good season right now. And so you got to guard the three-point line. They're attempting a lot of threes right now. They're shooting it well, too. So expect for them to launch about 43s tonight if this holds up. But the San Antonio Spurs tend to turn the ball over a little bit, especially De'Aaron Fox. You could probably force some turnovers against him. Keep an eye open there. Stephon Castle's just coming back, second game back. He'll probably turn the ball over some too. So it's going to be incumbent upon us to win the turnover battle and make sure we get back on defense against this speed demon young Spurs squad. So your Lakers are, at this point, 5.5 games behind the OKC Thunder in the second spot. San Antonio is 6.5, a whole full game behind us in 5. 16-7 is their record, 17-6 is ours, as already mentioned. Denver's in between us. It's the same record as the Lakers, 17-6 with 3, and Houston is 15-6 at the 4th spot above San Antonio. So this game holds a lot of implications on where we're at with the standings heading into the end of this tournament. It ain't just about the tournament. We are vying for positioning already. So we need to win this game. It's just extremely important. And I'm rooting for Phoenix to lose. I know that sounds strange because you don't want to see OKC, but here's why. And assuming we win this game or none of this is relevant, I don't want to see Phoenix 5 times this year. We saw Phoenix 5 times last year, plus 3 times in the preseason. I don't need to see Phoenix 13 times in 2 seasons. I really don't. Forgive me if my math is off, but like roughly 13 times we've seen this team. So OKC, as I would expect you to do, please take care of business against Phoenix so that we don't have to see them more than we expected to see them. I just don't need to see the Suns that many times, period. Like literally. I'm sick of the Suns. We've only seen them once this season, but if we see them in the tournament, we will then see them 4 more times. So that's too much. That's too much. I don't need that. I hope the NBA can figure that out. Especially if you're going to have us play in teams that we're going to see in the preseason several times. I don't need to see the Suns that many times in 2 years. Come on, man. So that's just something I wanted to say. Hopefully we don't have to face them in the tournament, because we're going to see the Suns twice in a matter of a week if that goes that way, because we do see them about 3 games from now on the regular schedule. So there's a lot that could happen between now and then, but at the end of the day, I need OKC to take care of the Suns. That's what I need. So, yeah, that's what I want to say. I'm probably the only person rooting for that because nobody expects us to get to the finals if OKC's in the way in regards to this tournament. But I would rather see OKC than to see the Suns a million times in 2 seasons. And that's exactly what this is shaping up to be if they happen to win that game and we win ours. So, that's what I want to say. Yeah, good luck to everybody. Stay healthy. We're healthy right now, so we hope to stay that way. That's really what it comes out to. Attack this team in the paint, man. They are struggling defending the paint. I don't know what's going on down there, but it's not working out for them. Unless they make some adjustments, we should be able to get about 70-plus points in the paint tonight if we attack. With LeBron coming off the big game, I imagine the morale is as high as it's been. With the exception of the Boston game, we've had 2 thriller games in a row. with us beating the Toronto Raptors with the buzzer, and then coming into Philadelphia and getting the clutch win with LeBron shooting well. He's been intricate in both of those games, whether he shot well or not. Tonight's a big Bron game. Coming back home, he snapped out of his funk. I want to see him get some early touches. I know our MO is to go to Luka early and get him going, and he has all his in-game stats in the first quarter, and then everybody else pick up where he leaves off at. I don't really like that. I want us to attack this team. This is a team that we need to kill in the paint, and I'd imagine LeBron James is a perfect player to have striking at the rim. Hopefully he's starting to get his balance back, get some of the butterfingers out of the way that he's been having, missing layups and stuff like that. I expect LeBron to be pretty much rounding into form now. And so I would not be surprised if this is a big Bron game, especially with the tournament being as it is. He loves showing up in these type of circumstances. So I would say this is going to be a potential big Bron game. His turnovers have been really good in comparison to what we expect from him. I don't know if he starts ramping up. That changes. The more possessions he has, the more likely he's going to turn the ball over. But we've shifted away from him in that regard, kind of go more of a Luka-centric playmaking thing. So who knows if his turnovers actually go back up to what I expect. But he's been doing good in that area. So, yeah, man, we need Austin to bounce back. He had a bad game against the Philadelphia 76ers. We were able to overcome it, but we need him to bounce back and continue being Austin all-star Reeves. And then with a good trio, we're very difficult to beat. So that's really what it is, man. Tournament play, man. That's what's up. This is a winner go home, and I don't know if our team wants to continue in this tournament, if they may see benefits in a week's worth of rest, but me personally, I want us to continue to fight in the tournament. There's a little money on the line for our squad, and even though we got a bunch of millionaires, there are a couple guys on the back of that bench could use a extra 500,000, 100,000, something like that. So let's climb into this tournament. We don't have a long way to travel. Vegas is a Laker town, so we definitely want to see a game in Vegas for ourselves, and continue our bragging rights. We won the first championship of the tournament last year. Milwaukee took it. Let's get another one if we can, or at least face the Thunder and fall like everybody else. So that's what I'm hoping to see. The Lakers get in there and take care of business tonight. Respect that this is a regular season game with seeding implications, and get the bragging rights that we deserve against the San Antonio Spurs, a team that we're likely going to have to face in the playoffs at some point. So yeah, man, no Wemby. We should feel great about that, and we just take on the three-headed monster of their guards that they got out there, man. That's really what it's about. Don't underestimate the speed and the high level of play of De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, and Dylan Harper, and Devin Vassell. And that's really what it comes down to. So that's pretty much what I got to say, man. Looking forward to this one tonight, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern here in Los Angeles. When I go home, BDL 44. I thank y'all for watching. I'm out.